Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining. So yeah, everyone, welcome. Good afternoon, good evening, and thank you for being with the Business Outreach Center, BOC Women's Business Center today. My name is Damaris Burgess. I work in collaboration with Miss Sylvia Ortiz. Miss Sylvia Ortiz is the young lady that was just speaking a moment ago, and we're both here to share information on our program that we have available to you. The program is entitled Empower 2.0. It's creating your digital footprint. And again, it's presented by myself, Damaris Burgess, and Miss Sylvia Ortiz. Our emails are listed at the bottom. You've probably all received emails already from Miss Sylvia Ortiz. If you haven't, no worries. We will follow up with you after this presentation. So again, thank you so much for joining today, and we look forward to answering any questions that you might have. As Sylvia indicated, we're going to ask that everyone remain on mute. If you have any questions while we're presenting, if you can share them in the chat section, if you can ask any questions that you have in the chat section, we will answer those questions as we go. And towards the end, we'll be able to unmute everybody to have a live Q&A. So again, thank you so much for joining. We look forward to assisting you. If you can please put your Zoom on mute until we go through the presentation. And if you can kindly ask any questions that you have in the chat. Once again, my name is Damaris Burgess, and this presentation will be delivered with Ms. Sylvia Ortiz and myself speaking to all in conjunction. So if
I had a quick question. Sorry to cut you off. Is this Zoom meeting for the customer service and I guess food prep?
So no. This presentation is about the Empower 2.0 program, and we're going to be sharing information on how to create your digital footprint and creating a website. It's
Okay.
informational on the Empower program.
Okay. So this is the wrong Zoom that I am. Okay, thank you.
No worries, no worries. So if you can go on. Did you have another question?
Yes, because I received the email from someone named Ebony Johnson.
So
yep, I'm here. I have your number down. I can give you a call if that's helpful, because it may have been that you were trying to sign up for something else. I'll give you a call.
Okay, thank you.
Not a problem.
So, but while you're here, if you want to stick around and learn about this program, you're more than welcome to, okay? Thank you for everyone for your time today. So if you could just move on to the next slide. So once again, my name is Damaris Burgess with the Business Outreach Center, BOC for short, Business Outreach Center. Through the Business Outreach Center, we're a nonprofit organization. Our goal at the Business Outreach Center is to really support aspiring entrepreneurs, support you with your business idea and making it a reality. We help individuals create their business plan, their marketing plan, and really just from start to finish. If you want to start a business, we help you do that. We also help current businesses that are already in businesses grow and sustain and thrive. So if you're already currently in business and you're looking to, increase your revenue, grow as a business owner, go to the next step, we would meet with you one-on-one to support you wherever you are. Today, this particular program that we're going to be sharing with you, again, is entitled Empower 2.0, which is about creating your website. So again, Sylvia Ortiz, myself, Damaris Burgess with BOC Network, the BOC Women's Business Center. We have offices located in the Bronx, in the Hunts Point section of the Bronx. Not sure if anyone's familiar with the Bank Note building. We have an office located on the Hunts Point section of the Bronx, 1231 Lafayette Avenue on the second floor. If any of you have any questions for anyone from the Bronx office, you can email bronxwbc@bocnet.org. We also have an office in Brooklyn, which is located in the downtown section, 85 South Oxford Street on the second floor. If you have any questions for the Brooklyn office, you can email wbc@bocnet.org. However, because everyone on this call are VIP access, you can always correspond with Sylvia Ortiz or myself, Damaris, directly. And we're happy to support you wherever you are in your business development journey. We also have an office in Queens. And if you go to our website, bocnet.org, it'll tell you everything and anything about how we do what we do. So if you haven't already, please go to our website. And Sil, if you'd be so kind to put the website in the chat. Again, it's bocnet.org. And Sil, if you could bring me to the next slide, that would be dynamite. So just to be repetitive, some housekeeping rules. Everybody's going to be on mute. We're asking everyone to please post their questions in the chat. Towards the end, we'll have a live Q&A outside of the chat. But again, please post any questions that you have in the chat, and then Sylvie and I will answer them as we go. Also to mention, the Women's Business Center and the Business Outreach Center is funded by the Small Business Administration. We're a resource partner. So the Small Business Administration was placed to support citizens, residents of the United States, residents of New York, to really move forward with their entrepreneurial business development pathway. So next, yeah, thank you. So the program is entitled Empower by GoDaddy, and it's in partnership with an organization. It's in partnership with an organization that's entitled AEO, Association for Enterprise Opportunity. Both GoDaddy and AEO really want to work with individuals to help you create a digital presence. And when we say a digital presence, a website, email, social media, whatever it is for you as a business owner to learn how to close sales online. So if you see here, Empowered by GoDaddy in partnership with AEO, GoDaddy is the world's largest services platform for entrepreneurs around the globe. Association for Enterprise Opportunity is the leading voice of innovation for microfinance and micro business. So if you want to just put GoDaddy and the AEO website in the chat, just in case anybody's curious on what that is right now, they can click on the link and see what AEO and what GoDaddy is at a later time. So Empower is an initiative that provides a premium digital marketing curriculum and expert support and services to business owners around the United States. Entrepreneurs will receive training, tools, and the network that they need to help them establish and improve their digital presence. So if you currently have a website and it doesn't look as lovely as you would like it to look, we can help you with the tools that you'll be getting through this program. The requirements to be eligible for this program is to be a business that's in operation, to have had at least generated anywhere from $250 a month to $500 in sales a month to be part of this program. If you haven't generated sales, and you haven't completed the application to be part of this program, we will send you that application and share it with you a little bit more afterwards. But we ask that if you're interested in this program, a requirement for GoDaddy is to be in business. However, if you are not in business and you would like, to start a business and you would like to create a website, then we would meet with you on a one-on-one basis to support you with many different other programs that we have. It's all about finding the right program and the right road map for you. You would have to have a requirement of dedicated time, anywhere to 15 to 20 hours over a 1 month period, 15 to 20 hours over a 1 month period to focus on your website, because you will be the one that will be creating your website. You would have to have good internet service, as well as a laptop or a desktop and basic computer knowledge. We have had, Sylvia, some individuals who don't necessarily have the best computer knowledge. So if that's the case and you are a business owner and you don't have the best computer knowledge, you would have to identify someone who is, that can really commit to this program and that can really create the website that you are looking for. Any questions in the chat so far, Sil? Okay. The program details consist of weekly group coaching. We will be meeting once a week for 1 hour in a group virtual online environment through Zoom. We also meet with you on a one-on-one basis. Sometimes it could be a little overwhelming to be in a group. So coupled with the group coaching, you're going to have a one-on-one consultation. And the reason for this is because Sylvia and I, as well as BOC, we believe that everyone's learning starting line is different. So we want you to feel supported, and we want to be your champions and your cheerleaders. And we're going to support you in a group coaching weekly virtual online call through Zoom, as well as one-on-one meetings to assist you. Out of this program, the coolest thing is that you get a free business website for 2 years. You get a free business website for 2 years. And after the 2 years, you get anywhere from 50 to 70% off discounted pricing off your website hosting. So I think that's really cool because I think most websites are pretty expensive. There are some free ones out there, and we can tell you all about that at another time. So Sylvia, I think this is the point where you're going to share with everybody a little bit about the online learning platform. So we have almost like a very interactive portal, right? Where you're going to be able to log in and complete the required modules. What is a module? A module is just a lesson. It's like a lesson on web design, a lesson like it says here, evaluate your brand. A module in build an effective website design, a module on build an effective website content engagement, and a module on e-commerce quick start. So again, all of this stuff may be a little confusing, but once we explain it to you, it's baby steps, right? Left foot, right foot, step, and repeat. Left foot, right foot, step, and repeat. So that's all we ask of you, is that if you do qualify for this program, you just commit 15 to 20 hours a week, and then we're going to walk you through the online portal now to show you a little bit of what it looks like.
Hi, everyone. So I'm Sylvia. Samara, thank you for the introduction. And I'm going to be jumping into the Journeyers part, which is the online learning platform that is utilized to complete the program. I'm going to stop sharing the screen in order for me to jump into the actual program. So just bear with me here as I change screens. Do you guys see the screen?
We see the online learning platform, the same PowerPoint presentation.
All right.
Yeah.
One more time, because technology is acting funny. Give me 1 second.
Take your time.
Okay. Let me lower this. Perfect. We should be good to go now. And let me just share. What screen do you guys see now on your screen? Am I sharing anything with you guys yet?
No, I still see you.
Not linking.
You want me to try to give it a shot, Sil? You let me know.
I think it's working with me now. Here we go. Do you guys see the sign-in portal?
Yay, victory.
Perfect. Awesome. Okay. So once you are accepted to the program, I'm going to send you pretty much your sign-up link, where you're going to pretty much just go to the sign-up option, and you're going to create your online portal for Journey Edge. You're going to enter your first name, your last name, your email address. You're going to create your password, and this is where your online learning is going to take place. Since I already created a dummy account for myself, I'm just going to show you how it looks. So we're going to be logging in. Now there is a little bit of a delay on this, on the login, and it's normal. So it's not going to be you. It literally happens to all of us. As you can see, it still hasn't loaded yet. but it will. I promise you it will. There you go. Okay. As you can see, I put my name as test. So this is going to be my dummy account. And this is what you're going to be looking at. This is literally your online portal. And as the Maris discussed, these are your modules. So I'm going to jump into module 1 just so you have an idea of how it looks. So as you can see, it's just up front, it automatically tells you that you're going to be having 6 lessons. And if this in total, it will take you about 45 minutes to complete on your own. Oh, I'm sorry for the background noise. I live by a busy street. So jump into first one. Okay, this is what it's going to look like. You'll go in, it kind of breaks down for you already what you're going to be looking forward to. You have 6 lessons in this module. You will have 1 video. You'll be able to literally join a discussion. And this discussion board is actually really, really cool because it's engaging with everyone else that's in this webinar, or not in this webinar, but in this program. So we have multiple cohorts. So it can be someone from cohort 1, someone from cohort 2. So you will have a mix of people, which is absolutely really, really, really great.
So what does cohort mean?
So cohort pretty much means a group. So this particular, for NITRA, we're gonna have, you're my cohort 2, and it's a closed setting, a closed learning environment. This cohort particular will be about 10 to 50 participants, and that's what the cohort will be. It will be a classroom setting online, and this will be your classroom. That's what a cohort will stand for. Now, the very important part about this particular module is that you have a download document. Now, this document, it's called a branding document. And this document, you're going to utilize the entire process while building your website. It's going to narrow things like what your brand message is, your brand colors. It's just going to give you a different perspective of your brand. Okay, and it's going to be very, very important when building your website. So once you get into this portal, you start with course 1. You go into view lesson. Again, has a little bit of it's a lot. There you go. And you start the process. You start your learning process. You go ahead and read everything that's on there. It's mandatory. A really nice video from the CEO, and you'll continue all the way down until I have to move you guys over to the bottom left where you see next lesson, and automatically it will pop up. Okay, so it will literally it guides you the entire way through the online portal. Let me just move you guys over.
So some of the clients that you've had so far, do they find it helpful, these modules? Are they confused afterwards? Do they understand, what a brand is after the modules?
Absolutely. This is very detailed and very easy to understand. It doesn't use a difficult verbiage. It is not too techie savvy, so it's not going to have terms that you're not familiarized with. It really is going to talk to you like how I'm talking to you, so you can better understand and feel more comfortable. What I will recommend is once you start and I should have started with this. Once you enter your portal, I do recommend everyone over in this little guy right here. You're going to have a profile. The more information you put into the profile, the more personalized this process will be. So how mine says, right here, you see where it says, move you guys over here, where it says welcome test, it would have, welcome your name. And the more information you put within your profile, the more information they're going to plug into the modules, making it a more realistic and a more personal learning portal for yourself. So far, no client hasn't had any complaints or any issues, and they actually love this branding one because it really does give you a chance to kind of reevaluate your business and it kind of put you on the right path as to what should be next. And this will be how the module, every module is a little bit different regarding how many lessons are there, how many videos, but this is more or less how each module will break down. What I do want to show everyone is back out. Just back out one more. Now, as Damara stated before, we will be having weekly meetings or weekly webinars or weekly touch base where I personally will be reviewing these modules with you so you can better understand once you dive in on your own. So you will not be lost about the process. We are here every step of the way to make sure that you understand what you're getting into and you understand the material that you are learning. One of the best parts is that this particular module, which we call Choose the Right Tools for You, I actually combined this module with Design a Great Website because it works hand in hand. This particular module is where you actually start the process of buying your domain name, which means if your business is called, let's just say XYZ, right? That's your business. You can purchase xyz.com in this particular module, okay? Again, same exact process. There's 6 lessons here and 1 to-do list. The to-do list will be the purchasing your website. And let me explain how easy it is. Well, I'm going to skip the lesson plans because I already explained you have to complete each and every lesson. But at the end here, it says choosing your tools and redeeming your GoDaddy product. Each and every lesson plan here will guide you into what would be the best plan for you. What type of domain name should you have? What type of package you should have regarding the build the website package, making it much easier for you. And I'm going to give you guys a glance of how that works. So I'm going to jump into the lesson plan.
So just a reminder, as Sylvia is sharing a little bit about the online platform, I'm over here saying hello to everybody in the chat. Feel free to say, I don't understand or any questions in the chat as Sylvia's sharing the platform. Thank
Yes,
you,
feel free
Syl.
to feel free to cut me off at any time and ask any questions. It's really important that you understand how this how the Empower program works and how great it is. So going back into the redeeming products, I skipped the other lessons just to kind of give you an idea of how it works. And it says, let's walk through what all product bundles comes with. So you have an idea, okay, what's going to best fit me? And like I said earlier, the more information you put in here in your profile, the more personalized this process is going to be for you. So we'll go through this part. It explains, it breaks down each and every package that you have that you can purchase for free. It goes over a to-do list. Let's brainstorm about a domain name. Let's choose a domain extension, meaning are you going to have it end as .com or would it be ending as a .org? They'll go over those details with you. And you continue each and every little checklist until you get to the good stuff. This is the good stuff. This is the e-commerce bundle. This is where you choose, well, what's going to work best for my business? And it's hard for me to explain in detail now because you have to actually go through the process, but you have about 3 bundles. Well, I'm gonna say 3 options and 2 in each, okay? You have bundle 1A, which gives you a GoDaddy website builder and an online store plus a .com domain name. And if you see right below it, the only difference is that this one will end on the .org. Then you have non-e-commerce bundles, which means you won't be having any monetary transactions on your website. So there will be no buy now option if you don't need it for your particular product or service. That's usually for those that have like a consulting firm. You usually set up appointments as opposed to actually having someone purchase something from your website. And then you have a WordPress bundle. And that's for those that are a little bit more techie savvy, that are familiarized with code. You also have an option for you as well. But again, you will pick what you feel more comfortable with based on your experience and your business.
So Sylvia, I'm sorry, Sylvia. So basically, if I am not familiar with creating a website, right?
Mhm.
The easiest one would be which one?
It would be either 1 or 2, simply because are you going to be selling products online? Like will someone be purchasing on your website? If yes, then it will be the .com with the online store. If not, then you can be the bundle 2A with no online store. Those 2 options will automatically set you up with a template process where you can actually just pick a template for your website and build it. And I'm going to also show you that in about 5
I'm
minutes.
sorry, Sylvia. I have one more question. So e-commerce means what?
Someone can buy something from your website. So if you are selling jewelry and you want the buy now option where they can actually swipe their credit card, that's what an e-commerce is. If you want to particularly sell an item, if you want more of a landing page with more just information on it, if you are like a consultant, then you don't really need e-commerce because you really won't be selling anything online. So you have both options.
Got it.
Any questions, anyone?
Yes,
No questions?
yes, for the landing page, what would that look like?
You design it. So a landing page just means it's a page with just information on it. You can have, it's usually a one pager. You can possibly have two, but it's just information about your product, your service, and what you're going to be providing.
So is an example, like if you go to mcdonalds.com or nike.com, the first page you see, is that the landing page?
No, that's not a landing page because they do offer a buy now option. A landing page is there's no buy now option. It's literally, you've ever seen those web pages, those pages where it's just a bunch of information and it says click here for a consultation or click here for this video. That's a landing page. It's not widely used too much, but it is an option in case you know that's the route you would like to take.
So just so everybody knows, I've been doing this and I'm always learning as I go. So learning never stops. I knew nothing about building a website and I still feel like I know nothing, right? Because you're still always learning and there's still always so much to learn. So it's okay to not know.
Absolutely, absolutely. Thank you for that, Damara. That's absolutely true.
You know, Sylvia, I annoy you with questions 24/7. So
Building a website seems very scary because everyone thinks I have to learn code and I have to know all this techie stuff. And this is why I'm a big advocate for Empower because it makes it so much easier for you that you really don't need that. All you really need is an idea of what you want your website to look like. But what you do need to have is you need to know what your product is and what your service is to the T. That's why that branding sheet and on module 1 is very, very important. It would definitely help guide you as to what my actual niche is, what my product is, how should I present my product, and of course, as we all know as business owners, what the overall message is for your business.
So Sylvia, pardon the interruption. Kimberly Gibson is asking, what is the difference between 3A and 3B in the chat?
Okay, so 3A, as you can see, 3A provides a .com and 3B just a .org. So it's just the ending of the website name that you have.
And
Or who will be
Sylvia,
purchasing.
what's an SSL?
So SSL is security. You definitely want that option if you are going to be doing monetary transactions. Think about when you go shopping online. You know that little lock that you see at the top left when you purchase something. That's how you know it's a secure website, and they're not going to take my credit card information. So
Is
the
that,
WordPress,
I'm sorry,
no,
so I always
the
interrupt you.
WordPress option does not offer that. Because it does not have e-commerce, but as you can see up here, the e-commerce one will automatically come with SSL, which is security.
So Sil, like when we're looking at the screen here and we're looking at the web link, godaddy.journeyage.com.
Yep, you see the lock?
What does that mean? That means what you just said?
It is secure, correct. This is a secure website.
Okay. And you said managed press was more difficult, right? That's like for advanced people who know how to code.
WordPress, yes. WordPress is a little bit more manual and you will need to know some coding. So if you're not comfortable with coding or you don't even know what coding is, this is not the bundle for you. I will automatically have you stick to either bundle 1 or bundle 2, which is much, much easier. I myself, I do design websites. I don't really like coding. It makes the process, I'm firehouse, sorry. It makes it very, very difficult and I'm not a fan of it. But it is really, really good if you it is really, really, really good. If you know someone that that knows coding, specifically website coding, to add extra designs or pop-ups, it's a little bit too intricate.
And Sylvia, pardon the interruption. Marie Capellan is asking, do we sign up at GoDaddy.com? She might have joined a few minutes late.
Oh, no, no. Well, for the program, you would have to apply. Damaris, if you can drop the link to the application on the chat,
Yep.
that would be great.
Yep.
And then you can just submit your application. We'll review the application. And if you are selected as a participant, you'll be receiving an email from myself or Damaris with the sign in, the login link so that you can start your online process. And then we'll set you up with a syllabus and all the information for the program.
So I think we have one more question separate from Maria's question. Ayana says, can they also pay now to gain access to a webinar or class that I am selling for replay on my website? So the question is, can they, Ayana Chung, she's asking, can they also pay now to gain access to a webinar or a class that I'm selling for replay? So I think she's asking if she's selling a webinar or a class, an online class, can someone pay to access that on the website? I think that's what Ayana's asking.
Yes, if that's your question, that's the e-commerce, because you are going to be taking someone's credit card and you're going to be actually going to be purchasing on your website. Yes, that is called an e-commerce bundle. As you can see here, this will provide e-commerce bundle for you. See, it says e-commerce. That means that if you want anyone to purchase anything, which means with a credit card, debit card on your website, you will want to purchase, or you will want to utilize the e-commerce bundle. If you do not want anyone to swipe their card, then that would be a non-e-commerce bundle. So you can be selling cats. It's pretty much whatever your product is.
So Marie, if that's not clear, just let us know in the chat, okay?
Yeah, does that answer your question, Marie? I hope it did.
Just give us a thumbs up on the reactions if you can. But if not, just ask us again in the chat. Thank you, Sil.
Okay. So this is what I wanted to show everyone here. So once you get to this point, mind you, we've already gone through this checklist. You have an idea what your domain name is. You have an idea what kind of extension you want, which means the .org or the .com. You're deciding on the whole, you've done this part already. This is where the magic starts. So everyone will need to complete this portion. I'm going to show how it works. You'll go into here, and what this does is simply recaps what you already went through. So you just to better understand that you know what product bundle you're going to be purchasing or you're going to be receiving. So it says, let's decide on what product bundle shall be, right? So let's do it. Go to continue. So it says, which best describes how you plan to use your website. So if you're looking to market and sell a product with an online store, which is what I think, Marie, is what you're leaning towards, then that would be your option. If you want to market a business without an online store, which means no one is purchasing anything, then this would be your option. And if you plan on building it almost from scratch, then WordPress would be your option. So I'm just going to select this just to show you how everything works. And you click on submit, right? So I'm going to click that and then, okay, perfect. So you plan to sell products with an online store, an e-commerce bundle is best for you. Great. That makes the decision even easier. And let's decide which type of domain name is right for you. Perfect. So I'm going to click on continue. So it says, to either describe your industry of your business entity. Are you a not-for-profit foundation, a cultural institution, or religious organization? If you are, you click yes. If you're not, you click no. I'm going to click no. Great. That means you should use a .com, which means if your business name is XYZ, it's telling you it should be xyz.com, not xyz.org. Then you're like, okay, great. Now you have an idea. You already know what kind of bundle you want, and you already know the ending of your domain name, right? So you go on continue. Then it says here, based on your answer, you should select bundle 1A, GoDaddy's website built with an online store plus a .com name. And let's get your promotional code. Okay, we'll continue, right? Now it's gonna quiz you to make sure you understand what you just did. Is asking you which GoDaddy product would you like to request, right? So since we already went through the prompts, and it's recommended that we choose bundle 1A. So we're gonna pick on 1A. Okay, then you're gonna go ahead and put in your email address. I'm gonna use my dummy account. And then you make sure you click on finish. This will automatically send an email to myself and Damara saying, hey, so-and-so is ready for their redemption code. They want redemption code for product 1A, for the bundle 1A. Once you receive that code from us, you simply scroll down and you click on here. And this is where you enter the promotional code. Now, unfortunately, I can't show this portion because I've kind of went through it and I don't have a dummy promotional code. But once you complete the code here, it's gonna ask you to pick your domain name. If your domain name is not available, I strongly recommend you to email either Damaris or myself so we can set a one-on-one consultation so we can figure out what would be the best avenue for you. So let me explain. Sometimes you may want to add a dash. Sometimes you may want to play around with the spelling, depending on what the word is. There's a lot of ways to kind of get through it. So just please make sure if that does happen to you, you definitely reach out to us so we can figure out what would be the best domain for your business. But once that is completed, unfortunately, like I said, I can't show you that portion because I don't have a dummy code. You'll be able to purchase your website at a zero cost to you. Zero, not a dollar. Any questions so far? No questions? Okay. What I am going to show you next is, let me just move this
So
little.
I have a question. There are some websites out there that are free. What's the difference between the free website and this GoDaddy website?
There are no websites that are free. Every website has come at a cost.
So
Um,
Wix is not free?
Wix is not free now.
Oh, okay.
The account is free, meaning like the way I can create a GoDaddy account for free, like that's free. But to actually start building the website, you have to actually buy add-ons. So you have to buy, I want to do a header. Like none of that stuff is free. Plus, you're paying for the hosting. The hosting is who's going to be how do I explain hosting? Who is going to be who's the platform for your website? For example, yours will be GoDaddy, and some will be Wix, some will be Google, and you have to pay for that service, but not with this program. Everything is free for 2 years. And after the 2 years, you will receive a discount anywhere from 40 to 70% off on your yearly cost, along with any other additional add-ons. By add-ons, I mean, you can add things like a chat feature. You can add, I mean, there's so many updates that will happen within the next 2 years that you can automatically update your website with. Does that answer the question?
Yeah, that's really helpful because I hear often from entrepreneurs, oh, I can go to this company because they're free.
Yeah. It's funny. When I first started my business, I actually went to Wix, and then I realized, yeah, of course, I can just log in and create a website for free. But then I had to pay for the hosting. I had to pay for every little portion of it, and when you really think about it, it cost way more than what I had anticipated. Any questions so far?
Oh, wait, we got one, Jean. What if you have an existing domain and hosting with GoDaddy? What would be free? That's a great question, Jean.
That's a great question. So if you already have a GoDaddy domain name and website, the good thing is that we can honor this promotion. So if you are accepted into this program, you just have to let us know. You still have to go through the redemption portion of it. Then you let us know, like, hey, this is what I already have. And then in the back end, the Maris and I will get in contact with GoDaddy and do our magic, and you'll be able to receive it, have moving forward for free for 2 years. Now, if you have a domain name, let's say with Google, with Wix, or any other platform, I strongly recommend you to look at the transfer policy once you are accepted into the program. Every platform has their own policy of how long it takes to transfer over the website, the domain name. For example, I know Google for a fact, you have to have your domain name for 3 months before you're eligible to transfer over to any other platform. So just keep that in mind if you already have a domain name with, like I said, Google, Wix, or anything outside of GoDaddy. If you have a GoDaddy domain name, just let us know after you finish your redemption process, and we can take care of and do the magic in the back end. That's a great
Jean,
question.
Jean, did that answer your question, Jean? Oh, it says Jean had another question. Under this program, does the hosting come free? I got you, Jean. I got you.
Hosting is free. Yes, you get everything for free.
I think Jean could teach this class, Sylvia.
Can't see reactions, but yes, Jean, it is free. Correct. Yes, everything, whatever you're paying for now on a monthly basis, or I don't know how you have your billing set up, you won't have to worry about that for 2 years.
So thank you, Jean, for your questions.
Yeah,
So
that's a good one.
Sylvia, we have another one. Maria says, when will we be notified if we are selected for the program?
So this particular cohort starts March 17th. Since we just put the application in the chat now, I will start evaluating applications next week. So I want to say in about the next week or 2 weeks from next week, we will start sending out emails for acceptance.
Yeah, and Sylvia, just to reiterate, if let's say you are interested in developing a website or having business entrepreneurial, assistance, it doesn't necessarily mean that if you don't get into this program, we can't help you. We can help you at any point, at any time, and we would send you a form, a counseling form that you would just have to fill out, and then we can meet with you, and we would do an initial intake to just understand where you are, and then we'd create a roadmap and do check-ins and recommend business development trainings and workshops that we have, all virtual.
That's absolutely right. Oh, I see an orange chat. Is that another question?
No, Marie just saying thank you, that she
Oh,
appreciates you, Sylvia. Maria,
awesome.
rather.
So like I said, everyone, I can't really show this the process after the redemption code because we don't provide us with a dummy redemption code. But what I am going to do is show you. Let me just move you guys over. I do want to show you how, hold on, guys, how it looks. Do you guys, can you guys see my screen now? Does it look
Yes.
different?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is once you already have your redemption code, you already purchased your domain name, you're all excited and happy to go. This is part of the building process, and this is one of the reasons why I love this program. Okay, so I'm sorry, I get really excited with this stuff, so don't mind me. And if I start talking fast, I'm super excited. So let me know, and I'll slow down. So, for example, right? Oh, I see an orange. Is there another
Yeah,
question?
I didn't want to interrupt you. You were so excited. Sorry,
Sorry.
Sil. Okay, so if I can interrupt you, Aya says, is this class, oh, that's a big word, asynchronous? We get to log on as our schedule permits, or are there some days and different times? That's question one. You want to answer question one first?
If you're asking regarding the journeyers, the online learning portal is at your it's at your choice. Because we are going to be having weekly meetings, we do recommend you to complete it because you are going to be providing a syllabus, but it's really up to you. As far as the building part, same thing. You want to log on at 2 a.m. and start the building process? By all means, you can do so.
Yeah, so just to reiterate what you already said, we have designated times per the syllabus that are designated for group coaching. And just to repeat what Sylvia said, you can listen at that time and actually do later.
Correct.
So I hope that variations of those responses answered your question, Ayana.
Any other questions?
Yeah, a few more. So
Yeah, let's do it.
Kimberly Gibson asked, what if you filled out the application already? I touched the link and it says that I already responded.
That means that we, on our end, we already received your application. If it does not allow you to resubmit, that means just hold on tight so we do the review process.
Yeah, just thank you in
Appreciate
advance
that,
all
Kimmy.
for your patience. We're just busy being busy and we're moving as quickly as we possibly can. So thank you in advance for hanging tight until we
Yes,
get to the
absolutely.
applications. Okay, so Michelle Jenkins says, hey ladies, I just reached home and was listening on my travel by bus. My name is Michelle. Hey Michelle.
Hi.
May you please email me the webinar so I can watch, as I couldn't see the slides on my phone. So I think, Sylvia, what we'll do is we'll email individuals the slides. And if you have any further questions, we could schedule a 15-minute conversation.
Absolutely.
I'm not sure if we're going to have the recording available immediately. Again, we're doing the best that we can to move as quickly as possible, but we could absolutely follow up with you, Michelle.
Okay, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
I'll just, again, we're going to email the presentation, but I just dropped our email addresses in the chat.
And thank you for joining. We appreciate you joining in, through mobile and transition. We do appreciate that. Thank you.
Okay, let's see. So we got Michelle. I is just saying thank you. Ayana's just saying thank you. All right. Let's see. Shaquana, should I have a domain now, or will that happen if I'm accepted into the program?
You can purchase your domain name once you get accepted into the program. So don't do anything now until you find out whether or not you've been accepted. I hope that answers your question.
And again, for those of you joined late, if you don't get accepted, no worries. We will follow up with you, send you our intake form. You fill out the intake form front and back. Once we receive that, we'll schedule a one-on-one appointment with you.
Correct. What she said.
So Jean asks, Sylvia, is this program for women only?
Absolutely not. This is for all. This is specifically for business owners only.
You know what it is, Jean, is that the Business Outreach Center, the nonprofit organization that we work for, we have so many different programs. Sylvia and I just happen to work for the Women's Business Center program. There's like, if I sit here and tell you all the programs we have, you're gonna be like, lady, please. So just know that this is one of the programs that we have, but we welcome anyone.
Yeah.
Anyone. Cool? All right, cool. All right, Sil, you got the mic.
Okay, awesome. So like I was saying, I'm going to show everyone now how the building process works, not using WordPress. This is going to be either the one or Ubuntu 2. Like I said, if I go over the WordPress one, you would completely hate me. So I won't go that way. I'm going to go this one. So I already picked my domain name. You know, I already know what it is. And let's just say, for example, I'm just going to go random. Um, the category to my business, let's just say it's a blog, right? Let's just go there, a blog. So I'm gonna put, you know, again, it gives you options. You can choose whatever it is. I'm gonna pick motivational blog, just so for an example. Motivational blog, I'll go to next. Okay, what should we call your website? Since I already purchased the website name, or we have, it's, I forgot what name I picked. I think I picked pen and paper. I don't know, it was just random, guys, so don't laugh at my name, okay? I picked pen and paper, and I go to next. Oh, why isn't that going to next? Oh, did my computer freeze? Come on. Oh, don't tell me you froze. All right, so let me do something else. Clothing store. Oh, I think my computer's freezing, guys. I apologize. Oh, there you go. See, it's moving in the back. Okay, there you go. Pen and paper. I guess I didn't want to be a blog. I wanted to be a clothing store. What can I say? But this won't happen for you. This is just because I'm having some technical difficulties. Go to next. It'll load, and it'll do its thing. It's gonna start populating some stuff. And it tells you here, you can update your contact information. You can link it to your social media, which is great. So if you already have a Facebook and an Instagram and all that good stuff, you can go ahead and link it here as well. And I'll show you how that works. And you can design your pages in sections, right? So I'm gonna close this, and look, it kind of already pre-populated for me. I didn't put no images in here. I didn't do anything. All I did is put the domain name that I purchased along with the category of my business. Questions so far?
So Sil, no questions that I see, but I just want to make sure that we are repetitive of the fact that this cohort, this group that we have for this program is for NYCHA residents or NYCHA Section 8 recipients
Correct.
only. So if that does not qualify, if you don't fall under those specific parameters, you could just email Sylvia and and we can give you business development assistant a different way. But this specific program that we're talking to you today is for NYCHA residents or NYCHA Section 8 recipients. And again, if that's not you, no worries. We will work with you independently and support you independently through a different program.
We are always here to help you one way or another. You will not be left behind, for sure. So going back into the website building, first things first, you could change your domain name here, which is very, very important, okay? I already own my domain name, okay? As you can see, it's already here, so I didn't have to do anything, and I go to save. The reason why that's important is because look how it changed up here. Now it's a little bit more professional. It doesn't say GoDaddy.sites.pen and paper, right? It's your website will be it's penwithpaper.com, directly to what you purchase. Then here this is where the designing part happens and where everyone gets kind of freaked out. And I'm going to show you how not to get freaked out. So let's just say, for example, you're like, you know what? I really don't like this look, right? I'm not a fan of it. All you simply have to do, let me move you guys over. You go to theme, try a new look. And it will load. I promise it will load for you. And you have multiple options here already preset for you. So let's say you like this look better, or you like this one better, or you like this one better. You can pick it, okay? And it would change. Boom, 1, 2, 3, it changed. No coding, no headache, no heartbreak. 1, 2, 3, okay? And you can change the layout whenever you want. This is your website, okay? I will help you through the process to see what's better for your type of brand. I definitely will put my sales and marketing hat on when we have a one-on-one consultation. But for the most part, you can choose whatever best, whatever you like. Now let's change some things around, right? Let's have some fun. You want to change some colors? You can. Come on, load. I promise it's gonna load.
Now,
There you go.
Sylvia, is this on the GoDaddy website or is this on the Journeyage online learning platform?
This is on the GoDaddy website after you've already completed module 2 on the journey edge. Once you start the building process,
Oh, cool. All right,
Mhm.
cool.
You can pick the colors. So if you already have branding colors, let's say your color to your business is, I don't know, yellow and black. You can go ahead and pick your yellow and black. What I do recommend every business owner is you see these codes here. I recommend you to match it to what your brand logos are, what your branding colors are now. If you do not have any branding colors, we can do that together, no worries, okay? But you can pick whatever color you want. So let's say this is my branding colors. It's set, and it pretty much kind of it layers it out for you down here, so you can kind of better gauge how it's going to look, right? So I'm going to pick purple because I don't know if you guys noticed, my favorite color, purple. Here we go, and boom, it is set. And you can change fonts. What kind of fonts you want for your page? Now, as you can see here, they only provide 2 options, and let me explain to you why. The reason why they only have 2 options is because from a consumer and a visual standpoint, so many different fonts would literally turn a customer away. That's more of a salesy marketing thing, so they make it easier for you here. So you don't have to have script on top, bold in the bottom, like so much, so it doesn't look cohesive and it doesn't look professional. So they make it much easier for you here, so you can say, hey, you know what? I like this font, and it already pairs it up for you. And look how quickly it changed. It changes 1, 2, 3. Right? Whichever best fits your branding and your style and your business, what we're going to aim, what you're going to aim for, we're going to aim for. So let's say we pick that because I like it. Right? Well, that's done. Then we go back to the website, and look, it's pretty much almost done. Now, let's say you want to change your pictures because you have your own pictures. You have beautiful pictures of your product or beautiful pictures of yourself if you're a consultant, whatever pictures you have that you want to utilize, you click on the header or whatever part of the website you like, and here you go. Cover media. You can upload. You can change here. You can upload if you already have an image. If you can upload it. And if you do not have an image, you have multiple stock pictures that you can utilize. And it's 100% free. Okay. And this will be cohesive with your brand. So if you're
Sylvia,
doing, yes.
you know I'm always annoying you, right?
Yeah.
Sylvia, so let's say I spend like, I do the website and I'm doing exactly what you're telling me. And in 6 months, you know, am I supposed to change the site again? Am I supposed to update the site again? Is it going to stay the same way?
It stays the same way up until you change it. If you want to change it in 6 months, by all means, you definitely can. I truly recommend all businesses as your business grows, you change you grow your website as well. But there's no requirement, there's no rule to it either. I have my own business and I change my website at least once a year. I literally just redid my website. I want to say for January, we launched like a new look in January. So it's really up to you how often you want to update it if you want to change it. But I will say from a marketing perspective, you don't want to change it every week or every month because you want customers to be familiarized with what your look is. If you constantly change it, they're gonna be like, hey, why are you constantly changing? Always put yourself as a consumer. Will you buy from Nike? Well, Nike's a bad example because who doesn't buy Nike? But let's just say, a small brand that you love. If they're constantly changing their look, you're probably going to be a little bit insecure. Like, hey, what's going on with them? So you want to always keep that in mind. You want to change it once a year, you can. You want to change it for the holidays because you have a holiday sale and you want everything red for Valentine's Day. Do so, but always go back to what your brand message and what your business, your immediate branding is. It's just way better. It's more cohesive, and it's something that, from a marketing standpoint, it just sells better and it sits well with consumers and clients. Does that answer your question?
Yes.
Awesome. Any questions in the chat?
No.
Okay. So let's just say, for example, so like I said, you can use these stock images. There are so many that you can choose from. By all means, have fun. This is one of the best parts that I like, especially if you don't have pictures. So you don't have to freak out like, oh my God, I don't have pictures for my website. That's fine. Pick 1 or 2 that fits your brand and that fits your image. And then from there, you can gradually start taking your own pictures to better, brand yourself. Perfectly fine. You don't have to freak out. All right, so let me just, let's say I want this picture, right? Just because we're going to pick it, go to insert, and boom, it's in there. Let me just move you guys over because I can't see it. And it changed. There you go. And you can do that to each every section, right? You want to change this picture, by all means, you definitely can. All of the editing will always take place on your right-hand side of your screen. Okay. So let's say, for example, you want to add something. Let's say on your page 1, right? On your immediate page, this is your home page. Let's say you want to change something. You want to, you know what? I want to put, I don't know, I want to put another photo gallery. I want to put a blog. Let's say you're selling dishes and you want to have a menu list. You can do that right here. And it gives you options. So let's say, for example, I don't know, I like this one, right? I'm going to click on add. Just add in a section, give it a second. It will load up, and right below it, there goes your menu price. It comes with the fonts already and the colors already preset for you. And all you would have to do is simply click on here on the right-hand side. Okay, you can just backspace and you can put whatever you want. Very simple. Once you're done, you click on done. Done. And you can do that to each and every section. It's already usually they're already preset with a basic of 4 options: your home page, your about us, your contact page, and your shop. Okay, and you can mix around these pages as you wish. If you look at the right hand side here, these are where your options will be. Okay, let's jump into the about us page just so you can just see. Look at that. Is it kind of already preset for you? The verbiage already has SEO. So let me explain SEO. SEO is search engine optimization. That's just a way that I want to say the network or the internet works, where it's the popular keyword or key phrase. So if you're selling clothes, look at the words they use: fashion, beauty, eye of the beholder, quality, because that's the type of things you're going to be typing. Quality brand, quality shirt, functional fashion. It already has words that people are already typing to be searched, which makes this again even better for yourself. You don't have to break your head like, oh my God, what am I going to put? What I recommend everyone to do is just tweak it and personalize it to what your brand is and what your product is. Okay. Questions so far? And I've kind of went over a bit.
No questions so far, so.
Wow. Really? Okay. We shall continue. Let's see, what else can I show you? One of the main things that is very, very important will be your contact us page. Let me move you guys over. And if you have a brick and mortar, which when you have a location, you can automatically add a map. And it will have a little drop, a pin drop to show where your location is. And again, you can change the layout to this at any time. Let me show you some options. Just move you guys over a bit. Okay. Add section. We go to, move you guys over. Where are we? About us, blah. Yeah, so many options here. Calendar. Oh wow, they even add. I'm sorry, this is brand new. I didn't even know they had this. They have a live stream. So if you're live streaming on your Instagram or Facebook, it's actually really new. You can add it here, so your website will live stream it for you as well. That's actually really cool. I didn't even know that. You have PayPal, but I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, so you're actually accessing the website builder through your dummy account? Your GoDaddy
Yes.
dummy account?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm. You have a PayPal option if you want to utilize PayPal as a payment service for the e-commerce. Remember, we discussed that. You can add HTML if you have, let's say, for example, you are, if you're going to be selling, let's say, like a digital product, you can put it here. If, let's say, for example, I use this a lot for with daycare workers. If they say you need a parent to fill out a form prior to coming to you, you can have the form accessible to them here. Contact us is what I was looking for. Okay, they have multiple options here. So if you don't want the map because you don't want them to know where you live, or you don't have a brick and mortar, then you can pick one without it. Let me just click that one so you can see what it looks like. And let me move over.
So with the HTML that you just showed, that would be like with somebody else creating like an ebook, right?
Correct.
Or something of that sort?
Correct. Any e-product, yes. And then this is the concept here. I know I put 2 just so you guys can see, but you can, if you don't have a brick and mortar, you don't want to put your pin drop for your location, it's perfectly fine. You don't need to. You can have one simple like this, where they put their name, they'll put their email, they'll put a message, and they hit send. It will go right to your email box. And everything here is edible. So you, let's say for example, you want to change, you don't like the verbiage here, you can change it. You can type whatever it is you want to write. Same thing with here. Each and every section is you can edit. Now let me go back to the home. Now I would like to show everyone the shop page, but I don't really have any products. But once you get, let's say you are selling clothing, jewelry, whatever it is that you're selling, you'll go to add products, and then it will link you to what the product is, and then you can put your price. Again, I can't show you that because I don't have a product to sell or those images, but we can go through that details one-on-one in our consultations, and that's what we're here for. So those in these scenarios that you're not too sure what to do or how to do it, we can utilize it, or you can simply just play around with it and see how it works out. We do want you to be familiar with this portal in the event that you want to update a year from now. You're more comfortable in doing it. It's loading. There you go. You see, you can put the picture or video of whatever item it is that you're selling. You put the product name here, and here's the option like we discussed before, video or digital. So any videos, any ebooks, anything having to do with the digital that you're selling, you can upload it here with the product name, the price, if you're having a sales price, and so forth. If you use SKUs for your own inventory, you can also update that here. You can even update shipping here if you ship an item. So you have all this easily 1, 2, 3. Because I don't have nothing to put up here, I'm going to exit out. But for those that have product, it's very, very, very easy.
So Sylvia, we have a few questions.
Yeah.
Pardon the interruption.
Let's go.
Kimberly Gibson asks, will the GoDaddy website come with an info@businessname.com email address, or will it be a personal email? That's a really good question, Kimberly.
That's a really good question. If you're ready, because I know most business owners already have an email, and I know you don't want to start all over. So you can definitely utilize the one that you have. If you want a different email address, we can definitely contact GoDaddy and make that arrangement for you.
So Sylvia, through this program, does it come with the info at, like she said, or we would have to contact them?
We will have to contact GoDaddy for that. Mm-hmm.
So it's a separate fee?
Not necessarily. We will have to contact GoDaddy to kind of go over the details of that.
Oh, okay. So it's a possibility.
Yes.
Okay. I'm just trying to know. That's all. And I apologize, Mr. or Mrs. Glover, Masiki. I apologize if I said your name incorrectly. This person asked the same question, getting a business email, is that included? And so it's a possibility when
For the most part, we haven't had an issue, but sometimes we do, because what happens is, you know how you can purchase an email address without a domain name? So if someone already has it, like those things kind of happen, which is why we have to talk to GoDaddy on particular per case.
Got it.
It's rare, but sometimes people, like, you can actually purchase a professional email without having a domain name. So if they already have it, we can't take it from them. So it's a case-by-case situation.
Cool. Thank you.
You're welcome. Any more questions?
No.
Oh, okay. And that's pretty much how the website building portion works. I mean, it's really 1, 2, 3. Here are your social media connects. So if you want to connect now, right, you have to log into your Facebook. As we all know, Facebook and Instagram are brothers and sisters. So you have to know your login information. You type your stuff in here, and it will automatically link it to your website, which means when someone goes to your website, they can click on the Instagram logo, your Facebook or Pinterest or whatever it is, whatever social magnet you have, and they can automatically, it'll divert them over to that particular page. That's very, very important for just additional information to know you, to kind of solidify your authority of your brand. And who doesn't have social media? So that's something that you definitely want to have. You also have, let me look at the bottom, you have messaging options in the bottom here. Messaging option, you can add that, and it's included. Look at that. It's already included for you. So it's a feature that you can utilize as well. I don't have it on my website, so I can't go too much in detail as to how it works. But if I'm not mistaken, it goes directly to your cell phone number or your email, depending on how you set it up. It's really good, depending again what type of service, what kind of product or service you do provide. It's definitely something to have. Everyone's putting on their page.
Sylvia, would you recommend that individuals who are interested in creating a website maybe look at other websites to see what other websites that are maybe selling a similar service or a product are doing, so they can kind of gauge, what they like, what they don't like, what they can, do better, just to get an idea?
100. I mean, I could not have said anything about a great point, Damaris. Yes, so as business owners, we always want to know what our competition is doing because we want to do better. We always want to be a step above them. So yeah, so you want to definitely see what your competitors are doing, how their website is laid out, what are they saying, what are they not saying, how are the images look, what videos they're using. So yes, you definitely want to look at your competitors and kind of just take ideas and kind of just create it on your own. So I would definitely recommend to look at your competitors and kind of from there, come up with your own ideas as to how you should better, how you should lay out your website. Absolutely.
Cool. Any questions? Any further questions?
No? Okay. So I'm just going to show everyone on once you again, we're on the home page. When you click on the setting options, okay, let's say for example you made some edits to your web page and now you're like, oh, I don't really like it, I want to go back. If you notice, there is no backspace. You cannot go back. How you do that is you have to click on settings. You will go to site history and everything that I've done is on here. So I can always go back to what, whenever I changed it. Okay, so you don't have to worry about that and you can always back it up. Remember, we all know about backups because that's something you don't want to lose anything, very important. And this is some of the things that these are little minute things that you may not be aware of, but as in marketing and sales, it's actually very, very important. One is your favicon. Your favicon is, let me see if you can see it here. I don't even know if they have one here. So you see, if you look at the top of your screen, you see the little GoDaddy logo, like a misshapen heart, or I don't even know what it is, but you see it up here and right next to where it says edit site. If you have a logo, you can put that as your favicon. So when someone goes on your website, they're going to see your logo next to whatever page they're on, like the edit page and so forth. So you do have, that's just an additional marketing tool, which I think is absolutely great. You'll be able to do that. Let me just move you guys up. Okay, go back to the settings. And then you have your social media links. If you have Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, LinkedIn, YouTube, Yelp, I don't even know what houses. But if you have any of these accounts, you can automatically link it here. You just have to know your username and your password in order to link it. But it's all at a glance, and then you can kind of mix match it in the bottom wherever you like.
That's a good point, Sylvia. A lot of entrepreneurs I noticed never have their username and password organized.
Yeah, so you definitely want to have that. Yeah, I've come across that too in building, and it's like you want to have that important information because you're going to link it, and that's part of the branding sheet that is in module 1. I'm going to keep referring to that sheet because it literally guides you. It helps you get this process already done. It's going to ask you to have all your domains name, all your passwords, and what social medias you're going to be linking to your web page. It's going to ask you for the username, so you can have that. So when you and I start building, or you're building on your own, depending on how you want to do it, it's literally at a reference.
So Sylvia, is it a correct statement to say that an entrepreneur's website is only as good as they make it, as the amount of time they dedicate to it and commit to it?
Absolutely. Your website, if you do not have a brick and mortar, which is a physical location, this is your store.
This is your
This is
business.
your physical location. So you want to absolutely, the more money, the more time you put into it, the better it's going to be. And not only that, you're going to be very comfortable with being techie savvy and utilizing the website. As you know, what 2020 taught us, it's all going to be digital. So this kind of gives you a kind of heads up, okay, on how to do things, and you're gonna better understand other websites now, which is going to be.
And I will say this, everything is new, right? There's always a lot to learn. I use Google and YouTube for everything. So for instance, when I first heard the term SEO, search engine optimization, I had no idea what that was. So all I did was ask Google and saw a quick video on YouTube. So just, empower yourself to really, Google something if you don't know the answer. We pay a lot of money for our cell phones. So with the World Wide Web, you should be able to get a quick answer, at least to get you started if you're struggling and you're not sure.
100%. Always reach out to us. Once you are accepted to the program and you start going, you're in the middle of things and you're in the midst of it. If you ever come any confusion, any questions, and you're stuck on something, just reach out to us. You know what I mean? And we can definitely help you navigate through
Yeah.
whatever struggles you may be going through. Absolutely.
And Sylvia, we also have the ability to text back and forth, because typically when we schedule meetings, it's because we're in so many different, meetings with different clients, but we always are very responsive to emails and very responsive to text messages as you're going through the program.
Yeah, think about it. I mean, I'm sure all of us text more than we call now. So same thing here. We go with the times. But one important thing that I do want to mention, right? Because people have asked me this plenty of times. If I do edits on the website, are they going to see it when they go on my web on the web? And the question is, the answer to that is no. The only way they're able to see it is if you click this green or turquoise button that says publish. Once you hit publish, that is, you are publishing it to the World Wide Web. But once you have it published already, you can always go back into this portal and make arrangements. Let's say you wanted to, add something, update something, change verbiage. You can always do so here, and it will stay here and save it here automatically. When you're ready to publish and bring it out to the world, you simply hit publish. But once you hit publish, you cannot go back.
Oh, once you hit publish, that's it, done?
I mean, it's published. It's at that point, it's like a published book. You cannot unpublish it.
But
meaning what I mean by that means that yes, you can take it off the web and work on it. But if as you're working on it, it's whatever updates you're doing, it's not going to automatically publish. You have to hit publish to publish. But once you did that, once you've done it, it's in the web. And if you want to take it off, you can always unpublish.
It's kind of like a save button. Once you save it, that version is saved.
It's saved.
Once you publish, that version is published. Gotcha.
100%.
Gotcha.
Okay. Any questions?
So we're going to drop the application link again in the chat. If you haven't already and you're interested and you're a NYCHA resident, please apply. If you are not a NYCHA resident or a Section 8 recipient, you can email us directly. I'm dropping the email address in the portal. And we can support you with a different program. This program is specifically for NYCHA residents and Section 8 recipients. Sylvia, did you want to finish the presentation now that we're done with the journeyage?
Yeah, I mean, this is everything I wanted to go over so everyone understands, the learning platform and how easy it really is to build your website. Like, you can really make whatever ideas that you have a reality. It's really not, don't be scared. To me, it's not really not that difficult. Everything's kind of already preset for you, and we are here to help you the entire process. What I do love about how this program works is we are going to be having weekly meetings to kind of go over, troubleshoot what you didn't understand from the module of that week, answer any questions as a group, as a collective, and then work together from there. And then of course you have the one-on-ones to kind of, everyone's case is a little bit different. If you want questions, maybe a little bit more detailed to their product and service, and we're here to serve you for that as well.
Thank you, Sylvia. Ebony, can you hear us, Ebony?
Yes, I'm here.
Hey, Ebony, did you want to share a few words?
Yeah, just wanted to let everyone know, hi, I'm Ebony. I'm from Reese. A couple of you, I'm sure, have gotten my massive email list of everything for the link for this event. Thank you so much. It's been great. There's a couple of folks I am just messaging privately in the chat. If you can send me your email address, that would be great. I think some of the names that I'm noticing on Zoom might be slightly different from the RSVP names that I've gotten. So I will message folks privately. So if you can, just give me your email address. It's very important for us to just have for our attendance. And again, this is for NYCHA residents and Section 8 recipients. So I will be emailing folks. And hi, Yana, hi. I see folks in the chat. So yeah, I will be sending that out. So if you can get back to me, I really appreciate it.
Well, we appreciate you, Ebony. Thank you so much for all you do. And on behalf of Reese, and I believe on behalf of Business Outreach Center, we're here to support you at whatever your starting point is. We believe entrepreneurship really creates a pathway to economic independence. And, we're the wind beneath your wind, if I said that correctly. So we're really excited that you joined us today. Audrey, if you want to say a few words, you're more than welcome. And if anyone has any last minute questions, please put them in the chat. Audrey?
Yes. So, hi, everyone. I'm Audrey Washington. I'm the Assistant Director for Financial Capability and Business Development. And I just want to thank all of you for showing up tonight, all of your engagement with your great questions. But everybody just give Damaris and Sylvia a big hand. They did a fantastic job. I go to a lot of webinars, and you all both were fantastic. I also want to give a shout out to Ebony Johnson, because she has been very instrumental in coordinating this and making sure to get the word out for you. So I wish all of you the best on your applications and with your businesses. So take care, everyone, and thank you so much.
Thank you, Audrey. Maybe we could have you join every single one of our workshops.
I'd be happy to.
Well, everyone, unless you have any other questions, thank you again for your time. Again, thank you, Ebony and Audrey, and the Reese office for all you do. And Sylvia, the show would not be the show without you. So on behalf of all the participants today, thank you for all you do for all the clients and entrepreneurs you serve. I'm sending you a little heart.
No problem. I want to thank you to everyone that joined us today. Please, if you have not applied, submit your application. This is a great, great opportunity, not only for your business, but also for you to kind of, get familiarized with what the world's going to be like in the next whatever years, So I do, I'm really happy for this program. I'm a true advocate for it. I'm gonna be honest with you. My website, my first website was done through Empower, the first one. And it's, from having to know coding to this, I was like, why didn't I do this earlier? So I literally, I'm telling everybody, jump to the opportunity, submit the application, and if by any chance you don't qualify, trust me, we will still help you. There is still a way. Do not give up. There are other options for you. Trust me, just reach out to us, and we can definitely help you. Do not give up. This is a great opportunity. Please take up on it. I truly, if I can be there holding your hand, I would.
When is the next one after March?
Good question.
So is that
Linda.
Linda? Hey, Linda. So Linda, the best thing for you to do is if you don't qualify for this program or you're not able to apply for this program for March, send Sylvia or I an email. We'll meet with you one-on-one. Stay in close conversation with us.
Okay.
This program is in very high demand. And so we have closed cohorts for different partner organizations. And so once we are able to open up one in the future, we will. But as of right now, it's pretty much closed because it's per partner that we have. I hope that answered your question.
Yes, thank you.
Okay. And Sylvia, if you want to throw anything else in there, you're more than welcome.
I think you did what she said. She did a great job in answering that question. This is like we said, it is a high demand program, so we are trying to service everyone, and so that's why we kind of push you to go ahead and apply. The application will be step one in the admission acceptance process. We will literally going to comb through all applications to make sure that we can service everyone that is in need. Absolutely.
All right. Well, everyone, have a great evening. Thank you so much for your time. And again, we will send the presentation and the application to you through email after this webinar. Thank you again.
Thank you, everyone. You have a great night and get excited because I am super excited.
Thank you. Good night.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.
Oh, Sylvia, is Jean still on? Let me see if Jean's still on. Oh, Jean's still on. Jean asked a question. How do you qualify the application? Jean wants to know.
So step one will be the application. We take a lot of things into consideration. It's not one direct answer. We're definitely gonna. I guess I can start with saying business owners that are already established, already have some type of transaction, and I don't mean your legal entities up. I just mean the fact that you are in business. There are some type of monetary transaction happening on a monthly basis. Again, we want to just help those businesses right now that are suffering and kind of stay afloat. But we take a lot of consideration. It's a very hard question to kind of answer. It's not like a black and white thing. So I hope that clarify.
Yeah,
Good question.
yeah, Jean, because what it is that this is it's a requirement for GoDaddy to already be in business. And if that's not you, and if you're not already in business, no worries, Akuna Matata. You just send us an email. We'll sit with you. We'll understand where you are. If you're truly a startup, and there's other pathways, there's other highways that you can take to drive that car down the entrepreneurial journey.
Yeah, so just make sure you submit the application. I mean, that definitely take that initiative and that first step. Absolutely.
Yeah, like Sylvia said, just fill out the application. And from that, whether you make it into the program or not, we will provide a different highway for you to move forward. Me and my highway. I don't know. All right, cool. We're not flying, Gene. We're not flying, so we gotta drive everywhere, right? But
The
everywhere.
application is in the chat. The Mavericks just put the application down, so please make sure that you do submit the application.
Oh,
No.
Go ahead, Sil.
No, great question. No, you do not need to submit. We're not asking for none of that stuff. We don't even ask for your DNA. It is not required. It's just simple questions that are already in the application that allows to determine where you are as far as your business, your business standing.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. Any
Sylvia,
other questions?
We're like twinsies at this point, Sylvia. I'm like finishing your sentences.
Seriously. Any other questions?
If you joined late, again, we're going to be emailing the application link in the presentation. And then you could just respond to the email and say, hey, I joined a few minutes late. Do you have 15 minutes of your time? And we'll make it work. So again, everyone, thank you so much for your time. Hi, Jean's son. I'm gonna go have some dinner. I hope you all have a beautiful evening. We look forward to working with you. And again, thank you. A heart right back to you, Ayana. Look, a heart right back to you. All right, I'm about to stay on this webinar with everyone all night. So have a good evening, everyone. And we look forward to hearing from you.